Well, hello everybody. It is October 21st, 2024, a Monday, and here we are doing our weekly check-in. Welcome back to the channel for those of you who are already subscribed and tuned in, and welcome to the channel for all of you guys who don't know me. My name is Thomas. At the beginning of the year, I decided I wanted to get my life and get my health back, and I decided to do that after a long time of taking my time when it came to my weight loss, right? I got on those scales at the beginning of the year to a weight that I could not have believed, over 300 pounds, 326.6 pounds to be precise, right? In 42 weeks, so since January 2nd, 2024, I have been able to lose 126.4 pounds precisely. I am this close. I can practically touch being overweight. Now that sounds crazy, right? But for the longest time, since before I was 18, I have been obese, right? And I needed to for the first time in my life, actually start taking my life and my health seriously. So that's what I did. That's why this YouTube channel came to be. Now, going back to the beginning, right? My commitment was one video a week. I didn't know how much I was going to lose. I didn't know what I was going to shoot for. I didn't know what my diet was going to look like. I just said I wanted to keep it really simple and just upload once a week. That's it, right? And that sort of snowballed from that once a week. I've added more and more to my daily and my weekly and my monthly routines to now be where I am today. As of today, I am down to 200.2 pounds on the scale. 200.2. As you can see in this picture right here, I am now 2.2 pounds away from no longer being obese to being overweight. Again, something that I did not anticipate, especially when you think about it. I've only been doing this for 42 weeks. Now, if you do the averages, right? If you take out the amount I've lost, if you divide that by the amount of weeks in the year, that works out to just over 3 pounds a week. So that's 3.009 pounds per week. It's been an exceptional journey, and I've learned a lot along the way. What that means, though, is I am now, as of today, 71 days away from the end of the year. I have, according to my chart back here, I have 25.2 pounds left to go. 25.2 pounds in 71 days. That's kind of crazy when you think about it. And so, do I think I'm going to reach that goal? Realistically, no. I've had a lot of people give me a lot of that support, saying, "Thomas, you'll be just fine. You can do it. You can make it work." If I keep up the trend, it's possible, but do I think it's going to happen? No. I want to set myself realistic expectations because I am just confident that the progress that I made this year has already been phenomenal. And so I don't want to set myself up for any kind of disappointment because I don't feel like I have anything to be disappointed about, right? If I can start the year off morbidly obese, right at the back end of the chart, at the really unhealthy part, and work my way down to being overweight, I'll be a very happy camper, right? Because being overweight, while that is not something that we should strive for, that is what I'm striving for right now at this moment. I want to no longer be obese. And so if I can get down to being overweight, I'll be very happy with that progress. So the big question that I've been thinking about a lot in this past week is losing weight something that I recommend? And at first glance, you might think that the answer would be absolutely overwhelmingly yes, I 100% recommend it. But I feel like that's a question that's difficult to give a simple answer to. I think it's impossible to give a simple answer to. So I'm 28 years old. Like I said, I've been obese for over 10 years. For over 10 years, I have been on the scales each time I've done it, and I've been obese, right? And there's a reason for that. There's a reason that each year that went by, I was just gaining, obese, right? And so what I learned, or what it's really kind of given me in terms of food for thought, is I don't know what the reasons were for not having lost the weight sooner. But I think a big part of it was I wasn't ready. It wasn't serious enough to me. The stepping on the scales and being obese, it was to me. I didn't take it seriously. I should have done. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, it's not something that you need to be concerned about, because I believe it is. But I know that telling somebody and screaming at them and shouting from the rooftops and imploring them to lose weight is not going to make them do it, right? I know it because that's what happened to me. I had people tell me, please, Thomas, I care about you. I want you to lose some weight. And I didn't, right? It wasn't important enough to me. It didn't mean enough to me. And so while I absolutely want everybody out there to live this incredibly healthy and happy and enriching life, I also know that nobody else can fight that battle. It is something that you are going to have to do yourself. You are going to have to take it upon you to look at yourself and say, I can't keep doing this. So while I want everybody out there to have that moment like I did at the beginning of the year, where you wake up and say, this is not sustainable. This is going to lead me to an early grave, an unhappy, an unhealthy, and a dangerous life, and I can't do it anymore. I want everybody to have that moment where they realize that, but I also realize that it just needs to happen on your time. And I just hope it happens sooner rather than later. The big thing for me is, what can I do? How can I share my knowledge and my experiences with you guys to give you the best ammunition, the knowledge, the tools, the best tools going forward in this battle? And my big philosophy has been to keep it simple, because losing weight is a very simple principle, a very simple philosophy, but it needs to be done right, and it needs to be done day after day after day. So it's got to be something that you can sustain and you can live with for the long term. For me, in my case, in my situation, like I said, I started off by making one promise, and that was one video every week, right? That was it. That was the goal that I set, right? I had my goal from the get-go of 175 pounds, but that wasn't, that was just, this is where I want to get down to, right? It wasn't, I want to be at X weight by Y time. I just wanted to upload a video. I wanted to show a commitment, right? And then I started to see the first few pounds drop, right? I started to think. I started to think and to see that, hold on a sec, I can lose weight. And it's not as hard as I first thought. And so very quickly, the focus went from, okay, I can lose weight, I can upload a video a week, but maybe I can also focus on eating a bit healthier. Then I can focus on getting my calorie allowance for the day figured out, and then a workout, and then all these little things, right? So if I have to give you any recommendation, right, if you take nothing else from this video, it will be one, do it when you know you are going to be able to do it. Do it when you're ready, and do it knowing that it is going to last a while, right? And number two, keep it as simple as you possibly can. Losing weight is going to be the best thing you ever do. At the same time, it's going to be the hardest thing you ever do. So I am, like I said, 126.4 pounds down since January. This is a great video. It's not a landmark video. My hope, sort of fingers crossed, knock on wood, is that I will have a landmark video for you maybe next week. That'll be hopefully the week that I can shave off at least 0.2 pounds and get down and finally be overweight and no longer be obese. But hopefully I might also be able to get down to 130 pounds lost over the course of the year. But again, the point of this is to just make lifestyle changes, right? Losing the weight is great. Keeping the weight off is more important, right? Because we're going to be learning how to create and rebuild ourselves, our mindset, and our healthy habits. So for this week, like I said, just to check in, I just wanted to share with you, keeping it really simple, still following that OMAD diet. Just kind of looking at my loose skin here a little bit. Hopefully it's starting to look a little bit better, a little bit more tone. But yeah, keeping it really simple, following my OMAD diet. Like I said, it's not exactly a science, and it's not exactly something I'm super strict with, but that's just kind of been the wave that I've been riding lately. And you'll notice this yourself. You need to, and you will go through some stages in your weight loss journey, right? What you do on day one might not, and probably will not, look like what it does, a year in or 10 months in, right? You're going to change, you're going to adapt, and you're going to learn new things and figure out processes that work for you. So if you're on this journey and you're worried that you're changing too much, maybe you shouldn't be worried. There might not be a reason to worry. Maybe you're just going through a transition of, I think this will work better. And it may do, and it may not do. But don't quit just because it's a little scary, right? Just keep it going, stick with it, and it'll work out just fine. So with that being said, I think let's head on over to the board. But you know what? Before we do that, let's do the old shirt off and see how the guns are looking. So, okay, this is me wearing a large Las Vegas shirt I got years ago. I couldn't try it on because it was at one of those souvenir shops. I bought it and I couldn't fit in it. Now I'm fitting in it, feeling good. But this is me at 126.4 pounds down. So me from the front, of course, belly's coming in, feeling good. Man boobs still there, still working on them. Me from behind, right here. Hope that's a good angle. And then me from the side, feeling really, really positive about that. So let's go ahead and go over to the board. All right, so like we were talking about earlier, start weight, of course, every week it's the same thing. We started at 326.6 pounds. We are now down to 200.2 pounds. So close to being overweight, so close. I lost a total of 126.4 pounds, big number, really big number, with a target weight of 175 pounds. Again, that number may change. We shall see. I don't know, but that's what we're sticking to at the moment. I needed to lose 151.6 pounds to get down to this goal, this target weight of 175, which means I only have 25.2 pounds left to go. Crazy when you think about it. That we're getting really, really, really close to it. So 25.2 pounds away. That's the size of the dumbbells that I'm lifting right now. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty doable. YouTube stats had a kind of a bit of a slower week of growth, but very, very, very thankful for it. We went up from 724 to 726 subscribers, and from 30,500 views to 31,143. Our watch time as well has gone up about 40 hours, from 1,947 to 1,986. So all in all, it's been a really, really good week. Another good one, another positive one, and we are getting ever so close to this final goal. I've noticed on my body that there is still a lot of fat. I'm not under any illusions or delusions here. I've heard of the paper towel effect. I'm starting to believe in it. We'll see what happens. I don't know what this last 25.2 pounds is going to look like in terms of physical change, but I am hopeful. I'm hopeful that we're going to start to see some real loss here, maybe on the side fat here. The muffin top is very, I feel like it's gone down in a very considerable way, but maybe some of the rolls here. But yeah, I'm just really optimistic, feeling really excited about it. So yeah, basically, nice short and sweet one for you guys. But if I could give you some advice, just love yourself. Tell yourself every day that you're worth it, because you are. You don't need a number on the scale to tell you that you're worth it. You are. You just need to get up every single day and make each day count. That's what I've really been trying to do this year. And as you can see, I'm a normal guy. I make a normal wage. I'm doing this with, of course, the help of you guys and my wife. But, this is just me going out to Walmart, getting the groceries, going out for walks in my neighborhood, running on the spot. It can be done, okay? I believe in each and every one of you. I know this is really difficult. I know that it's scary. And I also know that we're getting into that scary time of year where we've got Halloween, all that candy, Thanksgiving, that big old Thanksgiving meal, and then we've got Christmas with all sorts of cookies and big meals. It's a very scary time, and it's been something that I've been thinking about a lot as well, nervous about as well. But we'll just, take each day by day, So with that being said, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. You're all wonderful. Thank you, and take care, and yeah, have a great week. Make it count, people. Thank you. Bye-bye.